Hey, bonus episode.
Hey. You almost died of a stomach bug, so we have a bonus episode and not a real episode.
I mean, I didn't almost die. My labs weren't that bad, but it was not a good thing.
You almost dehydrated yourself from a stomach bug and went to the ER. So
I definitely dehydrated myself. Yeah, that was super fun. And the worst part was I went in and I had no jokes. I could barely keep my eyes open. I just sit there like slumped over with my eyes closed. And then they'd be like, "We have your ID." And I'd be like, "Oh," and I'd get up and I'd go get my ID and then go slump back down. And they took all my vitals and took a bunch of blood and it was just like, no jokes, no jokes, no jokes. And then after being there for 4 hours, they put an IV drip on me. And then about the same time, I got a neighbor and heard the worst podcast in the world, which was the story of his life.
Oh.
He was real drunk, real drunk. And something about an ex-girlfriend who lives in Florida. And he called all his friends and nobody would answer the phone. And he said he was going to hurt himself. So he stabbed himself in the leg, but he went deeper than he meant.
So were they putting him on a suicide line?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's how it ended up. But he was next to me and there was this really nice guy because a nurse tried to come in and do something to him. And he just started yelling at her and being really mean. And so then they had some guys sit with him and watch him and babysit him. And that guy had to do that for an hour. And then I guess they switched somebody else in. Well, that guy was really empathetic and did a really good job of like dealing with this guy's bullshit, right? So they finally get me rehydrated and they give me some pain pills because I still have neck issues. I don't know what's going on with that, but I see my chiropractor and acupuncturist this week. So I'm sure that we'll find out something. But anyway, they came in and they were like, "Hey," and the nurse was like, "Hey, we're going to let you go." And I was like, "Oh, no, like, it's all in alone with the guy next door. Didn't you hear how amazing he is?" Oh my God.
Have you ever, in a situation that had a moment where you were like, should I just pretend I don't speak English?
Well, he wasn't talking to me.
I feel like you and I know enough French that we could probably be and act like we don't speak English or understand English.
Well, it wasn't like he was talking to me. It was the nurse.
Oh, so he wasn't telling you his whole life story.
No, I just heard it because he was really fucking loud because he was really fucking drunk.
Yeah. I went to the pool today and it was later than I normally. One of the reasons I know it's typical for me to get up and go in the morning, the reason I like going in the morning is because there's nobody there. So it's very quiet. And even the people that are there, it's just a different caliber breed of people. So
yeah, people who can get themselves up early are generally of a different caliber, yes.
They don't want to talk to anybody. It's like no nonsense. There's no nonsense. Whereas you go to the Y any other time after, I don't know, 7, and it's just fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
So, but there was a man in the hot tub watching his kid in the pool and then started yelling at him from the hot tub. Get the fuck out of the hot tub and go tell your kid to stop being a shithead. Like oh my God. I don't know how to stop being irritated by other people's inability to be aware of people around them. Or how are you not aware or care? But okay.
The same people that don't put their grocery carts back, right? I don't understand those people. I'll never understand those people.
I came fairly close to having a panic attack at Cracker Barrel on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Had a 2-hour therapy session. The therapy is working, but that also means that I'm in my feelings all the time. They're just here.
Yeah.
So Ellie and I went to Cracker Barrel because Mom sent us a check and said, "I want y'all to do something fun together for Valentine's Day." And I said, "Ellie, what's something that we like to do together?" And he said Cracker Barrel. And I'm like, "Sure, I love Cracker Barrel." Well, we normally go on Sunday mornings. So they put us in a corner, which was okay. But apparently now I think that I'm becoming somewhat claustrophobic, which is not something I've experienced before. They put us in the corner and there's nobody else sitting around us. So it's fine. And then they start seating tables right next to us. And then Elliot's on my side of the table and climbing on me and touching my face and doing all this stuff. And the servers are going really fast and it's really loud. And I'm just, So I told Elliot, Mommy needs a minute. And I was doing my breathing and all of that. And then we go to pay. And it is so fucking crowded because by then it's lunchtime because there's more brunch. And there's all these people in line trying to get a table. And then they have the 3 cashiers at Cracker Barrel. The only two they had open were the two closest to the host stand. So then you had all these people in line trying to pay. And then my child's walking around. Nobody else in the fucking world exists. And I was just almost lost my shit. Really almost wanted to find a manager. But can you please tell me why you don't have this third register open instead? This is a fucking clusterfuck that is unnecessary. So Saturday was really hard. And I was just very, lots of anxiety. And Elliot and I had some stuff. And I cried a lot. But then I did what any sane person having near panic attack anxiety issues would do on a Saturday afternoon. And I went to Costco.
Questionable life choices.
What's up?
My neck hurts.
I'm sorry. My shoulders.
It's really frustrating because I was actually making good progress on the audiobook and getting close. I was probably published it this weekend and then my entire body broke. But I realized that part of that is because I am not treating my body the way that I should. So I realized I don't need to be my neighbor at the ER and making choices that make my life harder than it needs to be. And I deserve to be healthy and not freaking out all the time. So I am trying to do better about that, knowing that my doctor's going to yell at me this week anyway, which I did, though, while he was screaming out his life story. He kept asking the guy, have you heard of this band? And it would always be some death metal band. And if the guy said no, which I was, please just say yes every time, he would find a song from that band and then play it. So I was not only hearing his life story, it was punctuated with death metal. And I'm going to email my therapist and see if she's still with that group and if she has time to start up EMDR, because apparently I need to swiftly change my life around so that these are the kinds of situations that I'm in.
So that you're not in the ER on Friday nights.
The Friday before Valentine's Day, great time being in the ER.
Do you remember how I said that I can't love another creature? I can only love one creature at a time. I can't have another kid because I only love Elliot. And then we got the second cat and I don't like it because I can't love Cricket. We have evicted that cat. The cat had to go back to the farm. Kitten had to go back to the farm.
Yeah, but you said the cat ate a hole in the wall, so that's fair.
Yes, no, that was a nail in the coffin. Cricket was starting to spend absolutely no time in the house at all. And it had started running out the door every time I opened the door. And it would go under my car, and then I would just have to do the auto start, and then the engine would scare it, and it would run back inside. But I don't have...
You don't need that kind of stress in your life.
This is a lot of things that I don't want to deal with. Yeah. Or a cat I don't even like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I was very proud of Elliot because he handled it very well. He was very sad. So we got a very good lesson on that. As you get older, sometimes you have to make very hard decisions that make you sad, but that they are the best thing for you and for other people around you and for the person or creature or thing that you're making the decision for.
I do want to know the saddest lesson I learned from being in the ER the night before Valentine's Day.
Please.
I can't use mom as my emergency contact anymore.
If she doesn't answer her phone.
Right.
You know, you're my emergency contact on almost everything.
What do you think I'm going to do?
It's mostly just because yours is the only phone number I have memorized, and I don't feel going to look up Ben's number on things. But you always answer your phone more than anybody I know. So
not if it's some unknown number from Kentucky, I'm not going to answer it. I mean, I'll check it. I check voicemail and I reply to text. But if I don't know what number, I never answer it ever.
I mean, it's fine. I'm
not dealing with robocalls, and my name is so common. I've got people emailing me all the time, and they're like, if this isn't your bill that's overdue, click here. And I'm like, clicking there. I don't know who you are. So anyway, I am now auditioning locals who would like to be my emergency contact because I can't rely on my mother. Literally, the registration person came in and they were like, we still have Elaine Davis down as your contact. And I was like, They're like, so if you get admitted, should we call her? I'm like, you can call her. Yeah, you can do that.
Do you want it? Because I automatically think of Kim, but I think that's mean. Like, just because
I can figure this out.
Oh, okay.
Fine. I have a lot of friends. That's what makes it hard. I mean, you could tell there was this feeling of, oh, I'm all alone in the ER or whatever. And it's, yeah, I'm choosing to be alone in the ER. There's so many people I could call, but I was there for 5 fucking hours. And
by the way, if those of you, how come she wouldn't want our mother with her in the ER? That just goes to show you don't know our mother. But let me tell you that so I opened my phone and it's text from Heather. I'm at the ER, blah, 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 blah. Text from our mother. The dog bit me and I don't know how I'm ever going to trust him again. Really? You had to send that? That couldn't have waited until Heather was out of the ER. We knew she was okay.
Also, she hates the ER. And I've been to the ER with her before, and it's worse than being there by myself.
No, I know.
Because she's miserable and she doesn't know how to control that at all. And also, she couldn't drive me because she was drunk.
Which is why she sent the text, not thinking about other people.
Well, I think her autism is really, really, really coming out these days.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I did have a nice conversation with her yesterday where I reassured her that she is not a burden and just talking about the future. So she might not be a burden, but she can be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, she's going to drink herself to death really quickly. The future is shorter than she anticipates at this point. So I did suggest that since she wants to go see all these places before I get a real job, we could plan trips out and go see all these places she wants to see. And I could just plan it all and she didn't have to worry about it. And she was and then before I had a chance to follow up, I almost died. So I'm less concerned about her. So this week we were supposed to watch I Heart Huckabees, but things happened. So instead of trying to kill myself making that happen, we're doing this really quick, fun, super depressing bonus episode for y'all. Yay! However, I believe, Ryan Davis, that you and your son listened to the I Heart Huckabees soundtrack. Is that true?
We did. So as soon as I remembered that we were doing I Heart Huckabees, because there was a day earlier in the week when I was, okay, what's the one we're doing? And I don't want to text Heather and ask. And then I remembered. So, woo, yay. And then I got really excited because I remember, I'm very fond of this movie in my memory. I haven't watched it. So hopefully it'll withstand that nostalgia that I have for it that we'll talk about on the episode next week. But anyways, I remember I really liked that soundtrack. And now that I have back on Apple Music and I have every CD I burned or bought, so I have it. And so I started listening to it. We were listening to it in the car yesterday. And here are some of Elliot's hot takes on the soundtracks that John Bryan, is that how you say it? B-R-I-O? Yeah. So we started by listening to Knock Yourself Out because that song just is a happy way of resonating with where my mental health is and the state of the world is right now.
Yeah.
So, but I started and he said, this is a country classic. And then another song came on and it was one of the instrumental ones, and this is actually pretty astute of him from what I can remember of the part of the movie where this song comes on or just kind of the movie in general, but it was I can't do it. But anyways, he said, this is detective-y.
Oh, detective-y. Nice.
Yes. So then another instrumental song came on and he said, or no, it may have been one of those words. I can't remember what. And he goes, this song's sad, but rocking. As it played a little more, and he goes, this song's sad and rocking. It's okay. And then with the instrumentals, we were trying to guess what the instruments were that were being played. And so a lot of piano. And so then I had to talk to him about electronic music, using electronics to make different sounds in music. One song he said sounded like the Nutcracker in the Land of Sweets, which is, I believe, an Elmo version of the Nutcracker. And then the last one it sounded like the music on his Pokemon game, which is very elevator type music. Because he thinks that I like that music. He's like, you really like the Pokemon music because it's very calm, don't you, mommy? It's like, sure, honey. I mean, as far as video game music goes, it's awesome. It's great. So I think all in all, overall, he was a fan of the I Heart Huckabee soundtrack. And
he wants to travel back in time to the early 2000s to Largo in LA and listen to John Bryan.
Yes. So I'm here for it.
And I ruined your week a little bit because I saw the Instagram post of all of the little statues at Pokemon World covered in snow and how freaking cute they were. And now your kid wants to go to Japan.
Yes, he wants to go. I mean, it's just the list. He wants to go to Tahiti and Japan, and he wants to go everywhere, which I thought about it the other day. So I was texting with you about it. Because I was, well, Japan's not on my bucket list. And he goes, well, it is now. He's like, your bucket list and my bucket list do not have to be the same list, motherfucker. But I'm trying to think when I was 6.5, and I know that he gets, because of the internet and whatever, he's exposed to much more things. But I can't imagine or remember being 6.5 and being, I want to go to all these places.
Let's also consider the fact that I got told Santa wasn't real because they couldn't afford to buy me a boombox, which is not that expensive an item. So I think that you and I both they fought over money all the time. You and I both had an understanding. I think I perhaps respected it.
I was going to say, I didn't understand shit.
And there is no money. So you don't put things like that on a bucket list because you can't fathom of... The first time I got on a plane, I was 21. But trips were car trips. There was no, there was no real vacation. There was no aspirational living.
Yeah. So you say more, it comes out of his life of not being told no to this point in his life.
I mean, I think that's part of it is whatever it is. He wanted a Switch, and it's not like you guys were like, well, I guess if we go sell plasma for a few weeks, then we can afford a Switch. I mean,
yeah.
He has a better standard of living than that which we grew up with. Would like to pitch, if there are any Bravo producers listening, the show would be called A Trip to Remember. And it would be me traveling with my mother, who is early stage dementia, and my uncle, who is late stage dementia, and 2 dogs who both have really interesting personalities. And speaking of face, you're just mad about the dogs. The dogs would add. It's Bebo. Come on. People love dogs. Get a grip.
If you're not putting Elliot on that show, then that's just lost.
I mean, we could visit.
Elliot has way more personality than those fucking dogs. Fuck those dogs.
Could you imagine if I tried to travel with both of those dogs and our mother and our uncle and your child?
No, because I remember trying to go to a place in the same town with all of that, and it was fucking terrible.
Yeah. I also, on my bucket list, would like to visit all 50 states because now that I've been to Alaska, which was never a place I intended to go, I'm like, well, fuck, I can also go to Hawaii and then I'm going to hit all 50. So,
yeah, like that. It makes everything else as small potatoes, right?
Well, Hawaii is crazy expensive, but
I mean, yeah, but once you do Alaska and Hawaii, everything else is.
Yeah, they are.
Mine are more outside of the continental United States and other.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to go to those places too. But
oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you also was a time suck for me for this week because of the books you sent me for Valentine's Day, one of which I've already finished half of, and I got them Friday night, and today's Monday. So thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
I'm glad that I'd be into demon smut. Because these 3 books are, so I come home and there's 2 Amazon packages on my front porch. And I'm like, what? I didn't order anything. I don't know what those are. I didn't order shit. I don't know. And then I'm like, well, maybe they're delivered to the wrong house. So Elliot gets out of the car and he's picking them up. And then he's got his big envelope from Nani too. And because he likes to get the packages. But yeah, so it was three bath bombs for Elliot from his HD. And then 3 romance smut books, I'm assuming, and because before I had read them, and one of them is about werewolves, something about a werewolf. So I'm opening these and I'm like, what the fuck, Heather Davis? Because I'm not like, I'll read them, but I'm never going to be the one that's on fantasy smut. I just want a well-written story. And and then there's the demon, and then there's, I think, another one that doesn't have any kind of mythical beast in it, at least.
So When Grumpy Met Sunshine.
Oh, okay.
Which is 100% a novel that is just like fanfic for Ted Lasso, but not Ted Lasso himself. It's for Brett Goldstein's character on Ted Lasso. I was reading it and I was like, this is just Roy Kent. She's just writing about Roy Kent. Like, why'd she write a book about Roy Kent? But I just kept reading it because it was really engaging. And then I went to go look it up, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, if you love this guy, you should watch him." So because he's totally based on blah 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 blah. So anyway, the writer is called Charlotte Stein, and I've read a lot of her stuff. And I enjoy a lot of her stuff. She's enjoyable. I really like it because like her heroine always has something going on in her life. And she like has a job, or she's doing school, or she's doing whatever. And then the more involved she gets with the guy, her whole life just disappears. She never goes to class again. She never goes to work again. None of that shit matters. It's all just her being very involved with this guy.
That seems something you would not enjoy.
Because I'm not reading it as a great piece of literary fiction.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm reading it for the romance. It's just great.
The romance.
Nothing gets in the way. It's really cute. Which is very funny. So
all I'm saying is, if she tries to mount and fuck herself on one of his horns and the demon one that Elliot made me read first, I'm out. Sorry.
There's no horn.
I mean, horns at the point I'm in. She's these big horns that she's got her hands around trying to free him from. I don't know. And I'm like, don't do anything crazy with them horns, or I'm out.
Well, then I won't recommend the other books that I read that had it was like an alien in it, and yeah, there was some horn and tail action in that one. So I won't recommend those to you.
I mean, that's cool if that's your thing. That's over the line for Ryan Davis as far as
it's a Black woman writer, and all of her main characters are Black women. So that's cool.
That's awesome. Love it. Right. I'll stick with Stacey Abrams, who's also a Black woman writer, and all of her characters are also people of color. So, but yeah, so I had them with, and I asked Elliot, which one should I read first? And he chose the demon one. So, and yeah, no, it's fun. It's good. It's been a little bit hard because my head's been a buzz, a 2-hour EMDR, and getting further and further with EMDR and having it actually working. And so I don't want to say it's not hard to I guess maybe it's been a little bit hard to concentrate. But last night was the first night that I really sat down and was like, okay, I'm tired. I don't care anymore. So yeah, so thanks for that. I finished another book, called Everyone in the Group Chat Dies. It was good. Murder mystery. So it was fun and British. So I loved that. So
I'll see if I can find it on my library app.
Sorry, I can't remember authors' names. I'm surprised I even remembered the title. I can't even remember if there's books, if I've read it before or not. So
you should have seen me in my head trying to do the math of the rule of 80 for retirement. Because I was like, well, there's this one job where I could work with my friend, and it doesn't pay that much, but also I really wouldn't have to do that much, whatever. And I was going, okay, I'm 48, and then I already have 16 years of service. And then and I just did 10 and 10 because I thought it'd be easier. And then I was, I think I could split the difference. So I think if I work for 8 more years with the state, then I can retire with my full which doesn't sound terrible.
It's not that bad.
8's okay. 8's doable. But also, I mean, that's what's so frustrating about getting sick, because it really was like, audiobook's going to be done. It's down an app that'll do the thing, because I tried to do the thing my own with Audition and fucked the sound up. So I had to go back and try to find an uncut file so that I could recut it to take out all the badness. But thankfully I found a version of it and I was able to clean it up, and I didn't have to do all that after already wasting hours trying to figure it out. Well, once I had the system and I knew okay, I can do this, and then I put it into here, and then I export it this way, and then I upload it. And at the same time, I'm trying to fix things. So I have to listen to the whole chapter all the way through and find words that I can't understand, which actually this app is helping with because it does a transcript. So if it gets a word wrong and it's not like a proper name or something like that, then I know probably the reader or the listener isn't going to be able to understand that either, right? And it was there, and I was jamming through and doing the thing. And then I started throwing up. So just stopped. So
you keep getting norovirus, because you got it in December or something.
No,
you only see 4 people.
I've had my come to Jesus with the asshole next door in the ER, and I'm working on it.
Well, no, I'm not saying to blaming you. I'm just, how do you keep getting, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Because my immune system sucks because I don't take care of myself. So,
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, sorry.
so I ordered Kachava because apparently it has everything that the green drink has and everything that the protein drink has, and it's got adaptogens.
I'm sorry. You ordered what?
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 I ordered Kachava.
What the fuck is Kachava?
It's what I just fucking told you.
Is it a pill? Is it a tea? How do you ingest it?
It's a powder and you put it in water and you drink it. Okay.
But that's awesome. I love that for you.
Mhm.
No, that's good. I'm glad that you were taking care of yourself. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how I started watching some reels about fucking making your own kombucha, and it had these weird squishy patty things that it basically.
Have you tasted kombucha?
Yeah, but it's like you get it ends up making like what happens when you leave a cup of milk out for too long, and it gets that there's a circle of like bleh on the top, and that's what makes it, and then and I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. I don't care.
You know how you know it's disgusting? You put a little bit of it on your tongue, and this is one of the worst things I've ever tasted, and you don't ever drink it.
Oh, kombucha? I've never even tried it, but yeah.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I had some fermented thing, but it was a thing that was, you should have 3 servings of fermentedness a day. I was just, why am I willing to stop? So I will say one nice thing is I have been doom scrolling so much less since Thursday.
It's great.
Yeah, I have been on my phone a lot less, and I'm just, I don't care to look at anything on Instagram. Maybe I need some cassava kikua or whatever you're going to take that also help me get better.
Kachava?
I'm not going to remember that.
A company that regularly advertises through podcasters, so maybe we shouldn't make fun of them.
I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying I'm not going to remember the name of it because I have ADHD. Sorry. I didn't know we were at the point of our podcast where we had to start thinking about advertising.
We are not. Any snappy anecdotes you want to share?
I'm not good with snappy anecdotes. Sorry. How about you? Any snappy anecdotes?
So we were supposed to do our witchy thing in January, and it got canceled because of the ice storm.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were supposed to do it again yesterday, but we had to cancel it because I went to the ER. So I was giving them updates along the way, like, okay, I have to be 24 hours post-puke to be able to go to the witching hour. And so then I was like, it's been 20 minutes since the last you met. And then like 2 hours later, like clock has restarted. The walking factory floor of like, it's been this long since there's been an incident. Yes. But when Monique invited us, she said banishing ritual on her patio. And then she replied an hour and a half later and said binding, not banishing. But I just said, either way.
Yeah.
Let's bind, let's banish.
Can I ask who else has been invited to the in-person version of the witching? Or no?
Well, our mother would like to go. She said she would bring a feather to represent the wind element. You can't hear her, ladies and gentlemen, but she's laughing really hard.
She'll be so drunk.
That's just her normal self.
Man, I'm sad I can't be there in person.
Well, if it ever happens, we're supposed to call you on FaceTime. So
it's gonna be great. I gotta find me a witch hat.
Yep.
Bob and her feather. She's gonna get the biggest hot feather she has.
Maybe. If she remembers.
Yes. Thanks for listening to us ramble. Me ramble.
Put up an ad, and we have a lot of new followers from the UK. So welcome, everyone. Hold on, I have to tell you the name of one of the cities. I think you'll enjoy this. This will be a good thing. No, not that app. Which app is it? This app. Somebody downloaded Work is Dumb and I'm Tired of It today. And somebody downloaded The Vibe of Judy Garland today. I will tell you that every time I look on here and see what people are downloading, I'm like, we have really good episode titles.
We do. I can't always tell what the vibe of Judy Garland. I have no idea what episode that one's about. I honestly don't even know offhand what the other one is too. Is that 9 to 5?
No,
Yeah, see.
these are from last season.
Okay.
Okay, so one of our new locations is Batley
Oh,
in the Kirkleys.
no.
Yeah, it's near Liverpool. And we also have somebody from Newcastle upon Tyne
Huh?
and somebody from Henderson, Texas, Levy, Texas, you rock, and somebody from Springfield, Massachusetts. So that's super fun.
Out
Hooray, y'all.
to Henderson, Texas. Why does that sound familiar? I don't know.
I don't know. We're up to 45 countries and territories, 284 cities.
My students were like, "Oh my gosh, like how? Like, do you have 1 million followers?" And I was like, "I think we have like 100."
If I had 1 million followers, peace out, bye.
I don't know. I really like my job. Bye, friends. If you're new to us, please don't use this to judge whether you're going to keep listening to us.
Cut the shit out of this, so don't worry about it.
Oh, good. Never mind. All right. Bye.
Good night.